Iraq crisis. 50 bodies found south of Baghdad. Iraqi security forces have found the bodies of 53 men shot recently near the town south of Baghdad, police say. The men, who were bound, blindfolded and had gunshot wounds to the head or chest, were found in Hamza, al-Gharbi, 30 kilometers 18 miles from the city of Hilla. It was not immediately clear who the victims were or why they were killed. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Nouri Maliki has alleged that Kurdish-controlled Irbil province was becoming a haven for the jihadist-led Sunni rebels. However, he provided no evidence to back up the claim. The Prime Minister's relationship with the autonomous Kurdistan Regional Government, which controls Irbil and 2 other neighbouring provinces, has deteriorated as the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant ISIS and its allies have taken control of large swathes of northern and western Iraq. Security officials said an investigation was underway to determine the identities of the bodies discovered in an agricultural area near Hilla early on Wednesday, as well as the circumstances of their killings. The victims were men aged between 25 and 40, police and mortuary officials said. It appeared they were killed several days ago. The area south of Hilla is predominantly Shia and has not seen any significant activity by the jihadist Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant ISIS and its allies over the past month. However, Sunni militants have been carrying out attacks around the southern outskirts of Baghdad since the spring. In response, Shia militiamen have been rounding up Sunnis they suspect of being behind the violence, many of whom later turn up dead. The number of bodies found around the capital has reportedly risen since the beginning of the year, sparking fears of a return to the peak of the sectarian civil war in 2006 and 2007, when dozens were found each day dumped by the roadsides and in fields and canals. Elsewhere in Baghdad province on Wednesday, 2 car bombs killed 2 people and wounded 13 others, according to the AFP news agency. Battle of Destiny. In his weekly televised address, Mr. Maliki said government forces were fighting a battle of destiny to protect Iraq, its territorial integrity and sovereignty from internal and external threats. He stressed that Iraq was facing a conspiracy by jihadist militants and remnants of the Ba'athist regime of former President Saddam Hussein, who he said were operating out of Kurdish areas. We will never be silent about Irbil being a headquarters for the terrorist operations of the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant, and Ba'athists and al-Qaeda, he warned. They will lose, and their host will lose also because he did not provide an example of patriotic partnership. The president of the Kurdistan region, Masoud Barzani, has said he no longer feels bound by the Iraqi constitution and intends to hold a referendum on independence within months. He has also insisted that Kurdish parties will not join another Maliki-led government. Kurdish Peshmerga fighters have meanwhile moved into previously disputed areas that have been abandoned by Iraqi security forces in the face of ISIS's advance, such as the oil-rich region of Kirkuk,